this is Raji. In this video, we are going to learn about the electrolysis of copper sulphate solution. So this topic will be coming under the chapter electrolysis, and related to this, you will have to learn what will be the product of the reaction when copper sulphate solution is electrolyzed using platinum electrode as well as the copper electrode. First, we will discuss the process, and finally, we will do the board questions also. Now, first we are going to see the electrolysis of copper sulphate solution using platinum electrode. Why we are using platinum electrode? Because we don't want this electrode to participate in the electrolytic reaction. Platinum electrode is an inert electrode. Okay. So, to carry out the process of electrolysis, we have copper sulphate solution. So, in the previous videos, we were learning about the electrolysis of sodium chloride, molten lead bromide and electrolysis of water also. The same method we will follow here also. So, in order to predict the product at the cathode and at the anode, we will have to write what all ions are present inside the solution. Write and see. As we have taken copper sulphate solution, this will be containing Cu2 plus ion. Then SO4 2 minus ion also will be present. As we have taken an aqueous solution, it will be containing H plus ion also, and OH minus ion also will be present. Okay. Whenever more than one cation and more than one anion is present in the electrolytic solution, only one can discharge at a time, and that process is known as preferential discharge of ion. So, how can we decide that? Depends upon so many factors we were discussing right now. So, one factor is the position of ion in the electrochemical series. So, check the position of H plus ion. It is over here, and the Cu2 plus ion is just below that. So, you might be knowing the ion that is occupying at the lower position in the electrochemical series will be getting more chance to get discharged. So, in this case, who will be getting a chance to get discharged? Cu2 plus ion will be getting a chance to get discharged. So, write the cathode reaction. What will be the reaction taking place at the cathode? Cu2 plus ion will be moving towards the cathode. It will be accepting 2 electrons from the cathode and will be getting converted into copper metal. So, what will be the observation at the cathode? A reddish brown metal, copper, will be deposited at the cathode. Correct, no? Yes. Now, what will be happening at the anode? Two ions are there. Sulphate ion is also present. OH minus ion is also present. So, which will be getting a chance? It depends upon the position of ions in the electrochemical series. OH minus ion is over here. Sulphate ion is above. The ion that is occupying the lower position of the electrochemical series will be getting chance to get discharged. So, at the anode, what will happen? Write and see. At the anode, OH minus ion will be getting discharged. Whenever OH minus ion is getting discharged, how many will be getting discharged at a time? 4. 4 OH minus ion will be getting converted into 2 molecules of water, and then 1 oxygen gas also. Write and see. 4 OH minus ion will be moving towards the anode. It will be giving away 4 electron to the anode and will be getting converted into 2 molecules of water and oxygen gas. Now see this picture. Whenever copper sulphate solution is electrolyzed using platinum electrode, what will be the observation at the cathode? You can see a reddish brown metal, copper, will be getting deposited. Whereas what will happen at the anode? You can see a colorless, odorless gas will be evolved out of the test tube. Okay, that is oxygen gas. Along with this, you will have to remember one more point. So, what is responsible for the color of copper sulphate solution? Cu2 plus ion should be present in the solution. This is responsible for the blue color of copper sulphate solution. So, whenever we are electrolyzing copper sulphate solution using platinum electrode, what is happening actually? Cu2 plus ion from the solution will be getting converted into copper metal. As a result, what will happen? The number of Cu2 plus ion present in the solution will be considerably reduced. As Cu2 plus ion is responsible for the color of copper sulphate, whenever Cu2 plus ion is getting converted into copper, what will happen to the color of the electrolytic solution? It will be turning colorless. Okay, or you can tell that blue color of the electrolyte fades away. Okay, they will be asking question related to that. So one more time. So what will be the observation of the reaction when copper sulphate solution is electrolyzed using platinum electrode? You can see a reddish brown metal will be depositing at the cathode and a colorless odorless gas will be evolving at the anode. And what will happen to the electrolytic solution? Blue colored copper sulphate solution will be fading away. Now let's see what will be the difference in reaction when copper sulphate solution is electrolyzed using copper electrode other than platinum electrode. So in order to predict the product at the cathode and at the anode, first of all, we will write what all ions are present in this solution. As it is copper sulphate solution, it will be containing Cu2 plus ion and SO4 2 minus ion also. As it is an aqueous solution, it will be containing H plus ion also, OH minus ion also. So out of Cu2 plus and H plus, which one will be getting more chance to get discharged? As for the position of ions in the electrochemical series, Cu2 plus ion is getting more chance to get discharged. So write the cathode reaction. At the cathode what will happen? Cu2 plus ion will be moving towards the cathode. It will be accepting 2 electrons from it and will be getting converted into copper metal. Or you can tell that at the cathode copper metal will be getting deposited. Now what will be the reaction taking place at the anode? We know that SO4 2 minus ion will be there and OH minus ion also will be present inside the electrolytic solution as anion, and it is staying nearby, but both of them will not getting a chance to get discharged. What is the reason? This time we have taken a metal electrode and connected to the positive terminal of a battery. Remember, a metal will be having more tendency to give away electron than the anions which are present in the electrolytic solution. So what will happen? This copper metal will be giving 2 electron away and will be coming into the solution as Cu2 plus ion. These SO4 2 minus ion and then OH minus ion simply will stay there. It's of no use. Okay. So what will be the reaction taking place at the anode? Copper will give away 2 electron and will be getting into the solution as Cu2 plus ion. Got it, no? This picture will make the idea much more clear. Whenever you are electrolyzing this copper sulphate solution using copper electrode, what will be the observation at the cathode? There is no difference at all. Copper metal will be getting deposited at the cathode. Whereas at the anode what will happen? Both these ions will not be getting a chance to get discharged. Instead of that, copper will be coming into the solution as Cu2 plus ion. Copper will be having more tendency to give away electron. Okay. So what will be the observation at the anode? It will be diminished in size, or after some time it will become thinner and thinner. Okay, and cathode will become thicker and thicker. What will happen to the electrolytic solution? Whenever Cu2 plus ion is getting discharged at the cathode, one more Cu2 plus ion is coming into the solution. Okay, from the anode. As a result, the blue color of electrolyte will be retained. Easy, no? Now see the question. All these are board questions related to the electrolysis of copper sulphate solution. You read and find out. It will be so easy for you. Select the correct answer from the list given in brackets. An aqueous electrolyte consists of ions mentioned in the list. The ion which could be discharged most readily during electrolysis. So out of this, which one will be getting the chance to get discharged? The ion that is occupying the lowest position in the electrochemical series will be getting more chance to get discharged. So out of all these ions which is occupying the lowest position, that is by Cu2 plus. So that will be getting more chance to get discharged, and this is the answer. Okay, yes, easy. Next one, read and find out the metallic electrode which does not take part in electrolytic reaction. Copper, silver, platinum and nickel. So platinum electrode is an inert electrode. It won't take part in electrolytic reaction. So the answer is platinum. You know that. See this one. The ion which is discharged at the anode during the electrolysis of copper sulphate solution using copper electrode as anode and cathode. So remember, whenever you are getting this kind of questions, immediately write one electrolytic cell and write the cathode and anode. Here what is the difference? The electrode is not platinum. Instead of that, we have taken copper electrode. So they are asking which ion will be formed at the anode. Remember, whenever you are connecting an active metal electrode towards the anode, what will happen? That metal will be having more tendency to give away electron. In this case, what will happen to copper? Copper will be losing away electron and will be coming into the solution as Cu2 plus ion. So the answer is Cu2 plus ion. Easy, no? Now read this question. This is a very good question. Here is an electrode reaction. Copper is getting converted into Cu2 plus 2 electron. At which electrode, anode or cathode would such a reaction take place? They are asking. So remember, at the cathode always gain of electron taking place. Cu2 plus ion will be moving towards the cathode. It will be accepting 2 electron and will be getting converted into copper metal. And how we will remember? Car we were remembering. Right now, cathode reduction. Reduction means gain of electron. And at the anode, what is the possibility? Loss of electron takes place at the anode. Whenever we are electrolyzing copper sulphate solution using copper electrode, at the anode, there is possibility for such a reaction. Correct? Now only we have discussed about that. Copper will be missing 2 electron and will be getting converted into Cu2 plus ion. The same reaction can also be written as copper will be getting converted into Cu2 plus 2 electron. So whenever you are getting this kind of a question, remember this is not gain of electron, but actually copper is losing electron. Okay, so it is undergoing oxidation reaction, and at the same time, this particular reaction will be taking place at the anode. Clear? Is this an example of oxidation or reduction? Definitely, it is an example for oxidation. So you should remember that. Okay. Now see the next one. A solution contains Mg2 plus, Fe2 plus and Cu2 plus ion. On passing electric current through the solution, which ions will be first discharged at the cathode? Write the equation of the cathode reaction. So which one will be occupying the lowest position? Cu2 plus ion. So at the cathode, which one will be getting a chance to get discharged? Cu2 plus ion will be moving towards the cathode. It will be accepting 2 electron and will be getting converted into copper metal. Easy, no? Always reduction or gain of electron will be taking place at the cathode. Easy. Now see this question. During the electrolysis of copper sulphate solution using platinum as cathode and carbon as anode, what do you observe at the cathode and at the anode? So here we are using inert electrode such as platinum and carbon. We are not using active metal electrode like copper, or this electrode will not participate in the electrolytic reaction. We should understand. Immediately what we will do, what all ions are present in the solution, we will write. Okay. At the cathode, what will be the reaction taking place? Cu2 plus ion will be accepting 2 electron and will be getting converted into copper. And at the anode, what will happen? OH minus ion will be getting a chance to get discharged. So 4 OH minus ion will be moving towards the anode. It will be missing 4 electrons towards the anode and will be getting converted into 2 molecules of water and 1 molecule of oxygen. Okay. Now it is easy for you to answer all this question. What do you observe at the cathode and at the anode? What will be the observation at the cathode? You can say that a reddish brown metal will be deposited at the cathode, that is copper. Okay, what will be the observation at the anode? A colorless, odorless gas will be evolved at anode, you can remember. What change is noticed in the electrolyte, they are asking. So you should remember Cu2 plus ion is responsible for blue color of copper sulphate solution. It is getting deposited as copper metal. But at the same time, from the anode, Cu2 plus ion is not getting into the solution. As a result, what will happen? The color of electrolytic solution fades away. Okay. Yes, you can just write like that. Now see the next one. Write the reaction taking place at the cathode and at the anode. We have written that already. See the last one. Select the ion. In each case, that would get selectively discharged from the aqueous mixture of the ions listed below. Whenever SO4 minus, nitrate and OH minus ion will be present, which will be getting more chance to get discharged. Okay, we know that now. That is OH minus ion. Pb2 plus, Ag plus and Cu2 plus. This question is tricky. See the position of silver. Okay, it is just below copper. So the position of Ag plus ion is lower to that of Cu2 plus ion. So which one will be getting a chance to get discharged? Yeah, that is Ag plus ion. You should remember that. Related to the electrolysis of copper sulfate solution, we have discussed these many questions. Keep on working hard.